Imagine being born without arms and legs. Imagine facing a world where many people think your life will be impossible. No hands to hold things, no legs to walk like others, no easy way to do the simple things most people take for granted. For many people, this would feel like the end of hope. But Nick Vujicic proved something powerful. Your life is not defined by what you don't have. Your life is defined by what you choose to do with what you have. Today, we will explore the motivational message of Nick Vujicic, a message about hope, courage, faith, purpose, and never giving up. Nick Vujicic was born without arms and legs. Growing up, he faced pain, loneliness, bullying, and many difficult questions about life. He wondered why he was different. He wondered if his life had meaning. He wondered if he could ever live a happy and successful life. But instead of allowing his condition to destroy him, Nick turned his pain into purpose. He became a motivational speaker, author, and inspiration to millions of people around the world. His story teaches us that even when life is difficult, we can still find meaning. Even when we feel broken, we can still become a blessing to others. Lesson 1. You are not defined by your limitations. The first lesson from Nick Vujicic is this: you are not defined by your limitations. Many people look at what they lack. They say, I don't have enough money. I don't have the right background. I don't have support. I don't have confidence. I don't have the same opportunities as others. But Nick's life reminds us that what you lack does not have to control your future. Limitations are real. Pain is real. Difficulty is real. Challenges are real, but they are not the full story. Your limitation may affect your journey, but it does not have to destroy your purpose. Sometimes the thing that makes you feel weak can become the thing that makes your message powerful. Nick did not wait for a perfect body before he started inspiring people. He used his life exactly as it was, and that is the lesson. Do not wait until everything is perfect before you begin. Start with what you have. Lesson 2. Pain can become purpose. The second lesson is, pain can become purpose. Everyone experiences pain in some way. Some people suffer physically. Some people suffer emotionally. Some people feel rejected. Some people feel forgotten. Some people feel like they are not enough. Nick Vujicic experienced deep pain, but he did not allow pain to be the final chapter of his life. Instead, he transformed his pain into a message of hope. This is powerful because many people think pain only destroys, but sometimes pain can teach. Pain can make you more compassionate. Pain can make you stronger. Pain can help you understand others. Pain can become the reason you help someone else survive. Your struggle may one day become someone else's encouragement. The thing that almost broke you may become the story that gives another person strength. Nick's life teaches us that pain is not always the end. Sometimes pain is the beginning of purpose. Lesson 3. Never give up on yourself. The third lesson from Nick Vujicic is never give up on yourself. There were moments in Nick's life when he felt hopeless. There were moments when he did not understand why he had to live with such difficulty. But his story reminds us that dark moments are not the end of the story. Many people give up too early. They fail once and think their life is over. They get rejected and think they have no value. They face difficulty and think success is impossible. But life can change. Your mindset can change. Your direction can change. Your strength can grow. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can still choose how you respond. Nick teaches us that giving up is not the answer. Even when life feels heavy, keep going. Even when you feel weak, keep moving. Even when you cannot see the full path, take the next step. Sometimes the next step is all you need. Lesson 4. Gratitude changes your perspective. The fourth lesson is, gratitude changes your perspective. It is easy to focus on what we do not have. We compare ourselves with others. Someone has more money. Someone has better looks. Someone has more opportunities. Someone seems to have an easier life. But comparison can steal our peace. Nick Vujicic's message reminds us to look at life differently. Instead of asking, why don't I have what others have? Ask, what do I have that I can use? Gratitude does not mean your problems disappear. It means you stop allowing problems to blind you from your blessings. You may not have everything you want, but you may still have life. You may still have a mind. You may still have people who care. You may still have time to grow. You may still have something valuable to give. Gratitude gives strength. It helps you see possibility even in difficulty. When your perspective changes, your life begins to change. Lesson 5. Your attitude is powerful. The fifth lesson from Nick is, your attitude is powerful. Two people can face the same difficulty but respond in very different ways. One person becomes bitter. Another person becomes stronger. One person says, "My life is over." Another person says, "My life still has meaning." Your attitude does not remove every problem, but it changes how you carry the problem. Nick Vujicic could have spent his life focusing only on what he did not have, but instead, he chose to focus on what he could do. He chose to encourage people. He chose to speak hope. He chose to become an example of courage. This teaches us that attitude is not a small thing. Attitude shapes your decisions shape your habits shape your future. A positive attitude does not mean pretending life is easy. It means believing that life is still worth fighting for. Lesson 6. You can inspire others through your story. The sixth lesson is, your story can inspire others. Many people hide their struggles. They feel ashamed of their past. They feel ashamed of their pain. They feel ashamed of their weakness. But Nick Vujicic shows us that your story can become your strength. You do not need a perfect story to inspire people. In fact, imperfect stories often touch people more deeply. Why? Because people need to know they are not alone. When you share how you overcame difficulty, you give others hope that they can overcome too. Your story may not be famous, you may not speak to millions of people, but your life can still inspire someone. Your courage can encourage a friend. Your kindness can help a family member. Your persistence can motivate someone who is about to give up. Never think your story has no value. Someone may need the lesson you learned from your pain. Lesson 7. Purpose is stronger than excuses. The seventh lesson from Nick Vujicic is, purpose is stronger than excuses. Excuses are easy to find. I am not ready. I am not talented. I am too late. I am too different. I have too many problems. But purpose gives you a reason to keep moving. Nick could have had many reasons to give up, but he found a reason to live, speak, and inspire. This is one of the most powerful lessons from his life. When your purpose is clear, your problems do not disappear, but your reason to continue becomes stronger. Purpose gives meaning to pain. Purpose gives direction to effort. Purpose gives strength in difficult seasons. So ask yourself, what is my purpose? Who can I help? What message can my life give to others? When you find purpose, you begin to live with strength. Nick Vujicic's life teaches us that limitations are not the end. Pain can become purpose. Weakness can become a message. A difficult beginning does not mean a hopeless future. From his story, we can learn powerful lessons. You are not defined by your limitations. Pain can become purpose. Never give up on yourself. Gratitude changes your perspective. Your attitude is powerful. Your story can inspire others, and purpose is stronger than excuses. So remember this, you may not control everything in your life, but you can choose hope. You can choose courage. You can choose to keep going. And you can choose to use your life to encourage others. What lesson from Nick Vujicic inspires you the most? Comment your answer below. And if you want more inspiring life lessons, subscribe to Motivated Tales.